Hey, welcome back, folks, to the Stock Estate. Boy, do I have a value-packed video for you today. Hi, I'm an ex-financial advisor, and today I'm going to break down what a Joe Biden win might mean for the stock market, sector by sector. Okay, so let's get right into it. The first part, okay, so the S&P index, right? We have been rallying at its highs, all the way up here on Thursday itself. 3rd September, we are at all-time highs. It dipped down, all-time highs, dipped down, all-time highs. So the question now is, will it continue to be on the bull run and go all the way up? Or will it actually dip one more time after the election? Okay, so we know that if Joe Biden passes a huge stimulus bill next year, okay, the entire market, the entire S&P index will actually benefit massively from this. Okay, it will continue the bull run. But however, what would his presidency mean for individual sectors? And that's what I'm going to be talking about deeply today. Okay, so firstly, let's talk about the first part, airlines. Airlines, we know that airlines have been severely beaten down during the COVID crisis, and they haven't really been recovering to its pre-COVID levels. And Trump has been pretty, forgiving, and he has been trying to help the airline industries, but however, a Biden era, right, might actually the airlines might actually face a tougher stance. Okay, so you read this, right? So potential Biden changes to the National Labor Regulations Board may help union organizers at carriers such as Delta Airlines, and one question whether a Biden administration would be more hostile to additional consolidation, especially if the airline finances worsen and creditors seek structural changes. So what does this mean is under Biden administration, maybe he will let the ones that are really not doing well, the airlines that are not doing well, right, he will let them go. He will not help those that are already failing, and maybe just provide stimulus or more help to the ones that are actually doing okay throughout the crisis. So certain airlines may face even worse decline under Joe Biden. Okay, so we look at the next sector. Okay, automakers. Okay, when you think of automakers, we think of now the buzzword, right? Tesla, Ford, General Motors, Volkswagen. So for Biden, right, it kind of cuts both ways. Okay, so he what's the good thing? Okay, he plans to renew and fund more tax credits to customers who buy electric vehicles. Okay, which will help all the electric companies. The auto companies which are really trying to get into EV. And they are already, those companies are already investing billions in EVs, which they are trying to sell out now. But however, for automakers in general, right, Biden might actually increase higher emissions on gas combustion vehicles. So negative is, on the current business model, which is their current cars, right, which is the combustion vehicles, right, they might face more tax, which is bad. But for the EVs, which are trying to get into, those are good. So yeah, so that's it for the automakers industry, a very broad one. Okay, next one is talk about cannabis. Okay, so cannabis, right, Biden has always been for cannabis, so his win may actually hasten, federal legalization and help cannabis companies get more access to capitals from banks. Okay, and letting marijuana business accept credit cards and have checking accounts. And so once many countries has been legalizing cannabis, right, we could see companies like ACB, Aurora Cannabis, spike up. Actually, just last Friday, Aurora Cannabis just increased 50%. It popped 50%. Okay, if you just go search for Aurora Cannabis, right, ACB, Aurora Cannabis. I was looking already. Oh my god, look at this. 56%. Okay, once everybody thinks that no, Biden's going to win, right? Look at this, boom, explosion. Because now that everybody thinks that Biden's going to win, and many people have already that information to that, have already access to that information. Look at how much the market's actually pricing in this growth in Aurora Cannabis. Okay, absolutely insane. Okay, absolutely insane. Okay, other stocks that you can look at actually is CGC. Canopy Growth as well, 10%, pretty decent. Okay, up here. Okay, or TRY. Okay, Theory, which is a pharmaceutical cannabis company as well. So 23%. Okay, from yesterday. Okay, insane. Okay, totally insane. The cannabis sector. Okay, so so his win, right, Biden's win, right, will actually improve the legalization of cannabis. And the States Act will actually remove cannabis from the list of controlled substances. Okay, and that's actually huge. Okay, really, really, really huge. Okay, so so if really Biden's win goes through, and he starts going through the legislation, the clauses to actually help cannabis companies, that sector is really gonna boom. Okay, so for casinos, right? Right, so those of you casinos, those of you who have invested in Golden Nugget Gaming LCA, right, this may actually interest you. So Biden, right, says he doesn't support the Justice Department's decision last year to reassert provisions of the 1961 Y Act, which is a threat to online gaming. Okay, which the Trump administration have threw a cloud over. Okay, so under Trump, they are quite hard on the industry. Okay, they threw a cloud over this fastest gaming industry, which is the sports betting, online betting. Okay, which those of you who are invested in DraftKings, okay, might see a pop after this. Okay, so Biden's harder line on the coronavirus restrictions could close casinos again. Okay, but as you can see that he doesn't support this decision, right, to reassert provisions of this move to threaten the online gambling. Means he's a little bit slanting towards he's okay for casino people. He's okay. He's more slanting towards yes casino. Okay, so his close ties towards these casino unions, right, might see future stimulus funds being directed towards them. Okay, so I'll say this is a little bit of a long shot, but however, it's a double-edged sword, I feel. Okay, the coronavirus has been coming back soon. Okay, there's been a third wave that's coming in the US. So I would see casinos actually being hammered. Okay, but at the same time, if they get a stimulus bill, they'll benefit from it. Okay. Okay, now manufacturers. Okay, so since Biden's more, how would I put it? He's less opposing of China, of overseas China. So Biden administration will actually help the global ties. Okay, so after Trump being quite high on tension with China for the last 4 years, right? So Biden will actually ease those tensions, and this is actually good for the manufacturing industry, because for the aerospace companies in China, this rebound air travel, offers a bright spot amidst the coronavirus pandemic. Okay, so those companies like Boeing, General Electric and Honeywell International. Okay, just a quick breakaway, right? Honeywell International, I'll dive deep into it in another video, because I feel that Honeywell International, I encourage you to go do a due diligence. Okay, I can see it popping up very, very soon. Okay, so but back to the point. Okay, so for defense contractors, right, like this analyst expects like spending priorities to be similar to either Biden or Trump, because the global threats are high. So this is doesn't really matter. Trump or Biden administration doesn't really affect this part. But however, Biden is expected to raise corporate taxes, so this will be a boo for manufacturing. Okay, so yes, it's good if Biden will improve global ties, so the manufacturing can actually sell out to the overseas companies and they will actually benefit from this. But however, maybe a boo or downwards if it's the corporate taxes are actually hiked up massively. Okay, so next one, restaurants. Biden will actually raise, his goal is to raise the minimum wage from $15 to $15 from $7.25. And this could reduce profit and job cuts. So in a sense, it's a boo, it's down. Okay, so labor cost is already accounted for 31% of the restaurant costs. So if you increase that even more, right, then it's not good for the restaurants, because you can see that 31% of restaurant cost, right, is labor, and it's already more than the food cost. So if Biden actually increased the minimum wage, the restaurants could suffer a lot. So they either could pass this fee to the consumers, which is us, but if they don't, they'll suffer a lot. And we can see that the restaurants would struggle much, much, much more. And also further COVID-19 shutdowns and dining restrictions would also hurt a lot as well when Biden decides to enforce those restrictions on them. Okay, and next, healthcare. Healthcare, right? So healthcare, Biden wants to improve the healthcare with the Affordable Care Act, and he wants to expand insurance coverage and subsidiaries to people who can afford it, to help more people to afford it. Okay, so good. Okay, so for health insurers wise, they'll definitely benefit from the Affordable Care Act. Okay, and I can actually see companies like Multiplan, which is a new merger with CCXX, which has been down a lot. Okay, so yes, that's about it. Okay, so next sector we'll talk about pharmaceuticals. Okay, so again, Affordable Care Act. Okay, so if they can actually help more Americans afford more medications, more people will take more medications, and more medications, they'll actually earn more. Okay, because they are not trying to lower down the cost or impose taxes on the pharmaceuticals companies. Okay, they're trying to pump in money to actually help them, more Americans, afford this. So so they have actually proposed to include the government's Medicare program to negotiate costs and letting patients import drugs from abroad and linking prices hikes to inflation. So yeah, this Affordable Care is definitely very, very valuable to the pharmaceutical industry as well. Okay, I'm going to the second last one, medical technology. Okay, so medical technology, Biden tends to double down testing to help control the coronavirus outbreak. Okay, and bolstering drive-through sites and investing in the next generation technology. Okay, so you can see that he really wants to end the coronavirus thing. Okay, so he's going to invest massively in medical technology to actually improve and actually find breakthroughs to solve this crisis. So medical technology is a yes. Okay, lastly, energy. You know it. Okay, energy is a yes, definitely. Okay, because his win, right, could actually reshape the US energy sector in years to come. So if you want to watch my third last video, right, which is I'll link in the description below, which is I was talking about an ETF called TAN, which is a solar energy company ETF, which consists of a lot of solar companies. So this Biden's victory could actually help them to these industries to increase a lot in revenue, because he has pledged to spend trillions of dollars to speed up transition from fossil fuels and slash emissions and curb climate change. He's very pro-climate. So yes, okay, he will definitely increase a lot of potential for the energy sector. Okay, so after talking for so much already, right, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Okay, help me smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel if you find this very useful, and write down in the comments below what do you want me to do next. Okay, and lastly, before you invest in anything, be an investor with a plan. This is the Stock Estate, out.